Alright, hey guys, how's it going? Bobcat. And yeah, so I wanted to make this another video of my John Deere 350 dozer. I got it back together, and yeah, it was a lot of work, real heavy. Like I said, that was the hardest part, is getting it out and back in. You know, because everything's got to be lifted in and put in, you know, straight. And yeah, and like I said, it was over 300 pounds. But yeah, it ended up working good. What I did was I ended up using my excavator, and what I did was I had it set up where the final drive was right here on the side of the bucket, and I had the chain around the where the sprocket goes on, and then around this. So basically that held like the bottom part. And then what I did was I took a rope ratchet strap, well, one of the secured ratchet straps, and I went around the top of it, the top of the final drive, and then around this, and I had everything up tight. Okay, so when I lifted up the bucket, the final drive came right up with it, you know, and it stayed straight up and down, stationary, you know what I mean? So this way I was actually able to lift it up, and then I used the side swing, goes left and right. I used this feature on this machine, and what I did was, so picture, I had it just like this, lifted it up, and I side swung it right. It went right in the hole. And yeah, I did it by myself. I didn't even have nobody else. The only part was I got close. I had to get off the machine and make sure I was aligned, you know, the shaft was aligned to go in the hole in there, and make sure I was, you know, straight. So I got all that aligned by eye. I got it in there started, and then what I did was I went real slow in. I felt something tap something else in there. I got off the machine, double checked again, adjusted a little bit, because, you know, you want it to fit nice and slide together. So it went a little more, and then it stopped, so I knew the gears were coming together. So then what I did was I backed off, and just so they touched again, and then you go over here, and you could spin that whole assembly and shaft from the outside, you know, the part where the sprocket hooks to. So I put a little pressure just with my hand, like pushed it in and spun that, and then the gears lined properly, and it sunk and went right in there. So then I did the rest of the way, you know, and got it in a few more inches. So then at that point I stopped. I unhooked the bucket and everything. I blocked it up with wood. You always got to have plenty of wood. 6x6, 4x4s, 2x4s. You always need wood to help you doing these jobs. And so yeah, I moved the machine out of the way. That was done. So then the rest of the way, what I did was, and again, I watched a video, a good in-depth video. Another guy's got one that he did his 350B. Dozer, and he was right. So because I got everything to go together, and then the last, you could see here how it's up, everything's flush and tight. But I'll tell you what, the last inch, he said the hardest part was getting that last inch in there, and he was right, because I guess it's because of the dowel pins. There's one, two. There's a third one over there, and I had everything nice and lubricated, a little bit of grease and everything, but the dowel pins, it's such tight tolerances and a fit that, you know, getting them in there. And then also the top bearing here goes, let's see, this, I'm sorry, up here, you see this round part? Well, there's a cavity on the inside, and actually the rod for the linkage, the adjustment linkage, where you adjust all this from under the seat, one of the rods that goes through it actually has to go into this hole. So, and usually anyways it lines up, it goes in perfect, but you do have to double check that real quick and make sure that everything's aligning. But yeah, So it was tough. So I was able to get the bolts started, a couple bolts on opposite sides, and I started to tighten them real slow, you know, as you wiggle a little bit, and you know, I got it to go in. But and then some of the bolts, you got to remember when you take it apart, other bolts are longer and shorter than others, and it makes a big difference. Because I had a couple that were backwards. I put a long bolt where a short bolt would go, or whatever, and I was, you know, the bolt tightened up, and I was like, what the heck? I thought, you know, something's binding up, but the bolt, the bolt bottomed out, and then I realized I took a bunch of the bolts out and lined them all up, and I didn't realize some of them are longer and shorter than others. But anyways, once I figured that out, it was, you know, opposite sides tightening a little. It was going in slow, but it was real hard going in. And then it's weird, the last like 1/8 inch, almost 1/4 inch, it just, everything got loose, and like nice, and it just sucked together, basically came together nice. Because that's the dowel pins, they're such tight tolerances. But that other guy, I was thinking, he was right, that last inch, it's a pain in the butt. But no, we got her in, got her tightened, got the back bracket on here, all these bolts, got the link put back on the chain for the tracks, and then here's the cover I was telling you. You know, I just have to get this welded right here, but this is the cover for the sprocket. This bolt and this bolt holds it on right now. I mean, it's sturdy as it is, but yeah, I'll just take the cover off and then just get this welded. So that's no big deal. There's the master link there. But yeah, once you get that in, it's basically putting everything back in, you know, the way you took it apart. Sprocket on. I always use anti-seize on all the bolts. Putting this back together makes them go in better in case you ever got to take it apart again. But yeah, then I had to go up underneath, and then you got to adjust it, and right out of the manual, you could even get it online. They're easy instructions for adjusting it, the brake band, the clutch, and the foot pedal. But yeah, as soon as I got on it and pulled the lever, boom, steering spot on right away. Left, right, it's a good feeling knowing when you get the job done. Yeah, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tighten up the track a little, put this engine cover, side cover on, and yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna power wash it, and then probably, it's just dull. A lot of it, I might be able to really clean it good and get the yellow to come back, because I painted it. Well, it's probably been 2 years ago. But the one thing I want to do is I want to paint the roll bar, the ROPS here, this whole cage. I want to paint this black, because it originally was black, John Deere black color. But the newer bulldozers, the newer ones, the newer style, they're yellow, the same as the machine. So I just was like, make it look a little newer. I painted yellow, but I actually like the way the black offsets it and the way the black looks, and make it look original. So that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to clean it up. Yeah. But it's not hard job. It's just heavy. Like, there's no way you'd have to. Even if you had 4 guys trying to lift this up and putting it in level, like everybody would be too close to each other, button heads. I mean, because it's not a big unit, it's just real heavy. So basically, everybody who does this, they either got one of the cranes on their service truck or an excavator. But yeah, it worked out perfect. I set it up tight right on the side of the bucket, you know, with everything facing the direction I had to go. And it was able to clear this because, you know, it was sticking out farther from the bucket. So and then it was nice with the side shift. I just went and went right in. But yeah, I'm pretty psyched about that. So there she is. Now I'm going to clean her up and get her going. But yeah, I just wanted to make a video showing that it's all done and packed together. But alright guys. Yeah, thanks for watching the videos, and I'm gonna use this a lot more this season, because last season I had some grading jobs I could have used it on, but since the steering, you know, wasn't working totally like it was supposed to, I just graded with the blades on the excavator and stuff, or the skid steer I got. But now this here is 100% again, so I'll make some videos with this too. But alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you on another video.